All right, bro. So, you want to become more productive? Create what is called a timetable. So, a timetable is basically a structure throughout your entire day. So, I'm in high school right now. So, you know how in school you usually have a set periods for a certain class. So, let's say first period is geometry, second period is PE, third period is marine science, fourth period is I don't know, economics or something, right? And then you have lunch and then you so on and so forth. If you want to start to get more organized in your life, this is something that I started to implement, which I'm still trying to implement. I'm not perfect after all. I'm still trying to implement this into my daily life. But one thing that you can do that will help indefinitely is creating a schedule for your day. So, what do you do before school? You probably just wake up, you do whatever you want. You should have a schedule for what you do. So for me, my rough schedule is wake up, turn off my phone, try to resist the temptation to go to sleep, either work on videos, study, or edit. That's it. Those three. Work on videos, study, or edit videos. Those are my main three things I do in the morning. It's either one of those three, and I usually decide what I'm going to do the night before, what is on the list of priorities. For me, I have a few tests tomorrow, so I'm studying. I'm studying tomorrow morning, and then I usually go from there to a cold shower, and then I meditate, and then I post a video, and then eat breakfast, go to school. Then after that, that's what's tricky for me because I don't have a set routine yet. I don't really have a set routine of what I'm doing after school. I know roughly that after school I go to the gym, but I don't know what I'm doing after that. That's why you need to create a timetable, a schedule for what you do at every hour, every 30 minutes of the day, so that you can be organized, so that you can know what you're going to do. But you need to realize two things. Number one, your mind is going to pick other things that you want to do during that time. So let's say you have an hour to read from 5 to 6, that's your reading time. Your mind is going to tell you, oh, but you need to study. Oh, but you need to record videos instead of read, Alex, or whatever your name is. You should already have that planned in your day somewhere. So let's say you get out of school at 3. You should study somewhere between 3, 4, or after your reading time. You should have scheduled in basically every single need that you need to schedule in everything that needs to be done in that one day. So let's say you need to study. Your main habits are studying, reading, and recording videos. So let's say when I wake up, I can read for an hour, then go to school, blah 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 blah, and then after school from 5 to 6, from 3:30 to 4:30, that's when I study, and then from 4:30 to like 6, that's when I go to the gym, and then from like 6:15 to like 7:30, that's when I record, edit videos, and then dinner, and then my nighttime routine. So this is why it's so important to have a daily schedule so that you know what you're doing each and every day, and you must follow that with the utmost ability, with your most potential, with your best potential. You need to follow that routine, follow that structure so that you can get one, all your habits in, and two, all your habits can become a habit so you don't really need to think about it anymore. You're just like, okay, I wake up, I do this, 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 and you can get your productivity in, you can get all your work done, and you can feel like a fucking freaking awesome freaking person, bro. And the second thing that you need to realize is that as teenagers, things get in the way. Sometimes instead of following our schedule, we might need to go get service hours for school. Maybe we gotta help out at some like fair or something for school. Maybe our parents need to take us to freaking like Walmart or something after school, so you can't really like study it or at the proper time. You need to realize that things will get in the way. But my two pieces of advice is that number one, that's normal. You should not let that bring you down. Things happen, life happens. Your parents, if you don't drive, then your parents control where you go. And number two, what you can do is try your best to fit that thing that you missed out in. So maybe, let's say after school, they take you to a store and then you go straight to the gym after the store, right? you didn't study for that time before the gym. But so let's say we can, instead of reading, we can swap that up for studying. You gotta have the knowledge of how to choose between two things, how to find the ROI. This is called an opportunity cost. An opportunity cost is when you decide between two high leverage things. And you need to choose based on which one has a better return on your investment, which one to choose. So let's say reading can bring me knowledge that can help me into real life, but studying can also help me get better grades so that my parents will shout at me and so that I can feel smart. I have a test tomorrow. What is better, to read for an hour or to study for that test so I can get a good grade? You decide. What's just better? If you have a test the next day or you have a test that you know that you should study for instead of read for an hour, which one do you choose? It's up to you to find the reason. It's up to you to find that balance, to find the cost. It's up to you to find out which activity has a higher ROI than the other. So sometimes when things get in the way, realize that that's normal. Shit happens. It's life. And you got to choose what you want to occupy your time with next that is productive. And write this down. Don't just think in your head, because then when you just think in your head, you're just going to scroll on your phone. Trust me, I know. I do that quite a lot, and I'm trying to help myself change that. So write that down in like notes or something that, after I come home from the gym, I'm going to study instead of scroll on my phone or instead of read. So study. Get all the things you need to study. So, yeah. Hope this helped. If this video helped in any way, like, subscribe to the hard work, now instead of later. And as always, Melius. See! That's my timetable, by the way. This is my timetable. Or my old one, anyway. So, yeah, do the hard work, now instead of later, and as always, Melius. See!